Okay, so let's start. Now we completed the first two paragraphs, and it's very important portion, so we're taking a little more time for that. Next one, Nati Shastra. Okay, Nati Shastra also elucidates. What do you mean by elucidate? Elucidate, Elucidate, elucidate. To make something clear. So, Nati Shastra makes it clear the different types of plays. So, now what is Nati Shastra? Nati Shastra is all about the rules of writing a drama. It was written by Bharata Muni. So, Nati Shastra also elucidates, also explains the different types of plays. What are they? The major type, Rupaka, and the minor type, Uparupaka. So, Nati Shastra also talks about different types of plays and what are the major types? The major types are the Rupaka and the minor types are the Uparupaka. Uparupaka. Hmm? What is this? Elucidates. Nati Shastra also elucidates. Nati Shastra also elucidates. That is, Nati Shastra make it clear. Nati Shastra make it clear the different types of plays and the major type Rupaga and the minor type Uparupaga. The major type Rupaga, the minor type Uparupaga. Rupaga consists of 10 varieties. So there are Rupaga and Uparupaga, and in the yeah, okay, yeah, you can sit there, no problem. Okay, so we already had finished. Oh, you didn't get a textbook, right? Yeah, okay, we need to find out a way. Yeah, I'll type. So we already finished the two paragraph, and we are moving to the third para. Nati Shastra also elucidates, and you know what is Nati Shastra, right? Yeah, and Nati Shastra was written by Bharata Muni, Bharadam. So it elucidates, it further explains different types of plays. So the major type is Rupaga and the minor type is Uparupaga. The major type is Rupaga and the minor type is Uparupaga. Rupaga consists of 10 varieties. Within Rupaga, there are 10 varieties, out of which the Nataga, are plays based on myths and heroic tales. So, in the Nataga, what kind of plays usually come? Myth. You know what is a myth, right? The stories, the myth and the heroic tales. Heroic tales means it will be talking particularly about one particular hero. That is called heroic tale. So, in Rupaka consists of 10 varieties, and in that 10 varieties comes the Nataga, and in Nataga, the plays will be based on myth and heroic tales. It's very simple, right? Okay. So, Natya Shastra make the like divide the plays into Rupaka and Uparupaka. So, Rupaka consists of 10 varieties, and within the 10 varieties comes the Nataka, and Natakas are the plays based on myth and heroic tales. And you have the Prakarana, and we have the Prakarana. These Prakarana are plays based on fictitious stories. They are based on fictitious stories. What kind of stories? Fictitious means made up stories, fabricate, not real stories, just made up stories like Cinderella and all. So, fictitious stories which are less important, where less important characters are dominant. There will be less important characters. So, Rupaga, there are within the Rupaga, there comes the Nataka. Now, in Nataka, it will be based on the myth and heroic tales. Then you have the Prakarana, which is based on fictitious stories with less important characters are dominant. Sanskrit dramas idealized plot structure. Okay, Sanskrit dramas idealized plot structure consists of 5 transition. You can see the transition. You can see the transition from moving from one to the other. So Sanskrit drama idealized. What do you mean by idealized? You know, the perfect. You know, kind of the perfect. So Sanskrit dramas perfect, or perfect plot structure consists of 5 transitions that led to a final culminations of the event depicted. First is the origin, that is the mukha, which states the seed or the beginning of the plot. The second is the incident, that is the Pratimukha, which develops the plot line further by showing both good and bad events. The third is Jam Garbha, where good actions or events seem to lead forward. The aim Phala. The fourth is crisis Vimarsha, where bad actions or events seem to overweigh the good and strays away from the aim. The fifth is completion Nirvana, that brings together all the different narratives in the play to a definitive conclusion. So you just listen this and I will explain it further on maybe at some other place. Huh? So here we just in the idealized plot structure, it consists of mukha, pratimukha, garbha, phala, nirvahana. Just leave it like that. Huh? I will explain it further later. Now, this one you give little more attention. One of the unique aspects of a Sanskrit drama is its bilingual nature. How many? What nature? Bilingual nature. So one of the basic aspects of a Sanskrit drama is its bilingual nature. The protagonist, but who is the protagonist? The main actor. Huh? The protagonist, he who belonged to the protagonist, the Sanskrit drama usually belongs to the upper caste. He usually belongs to the upper caste, such as Brahmins and Kshatriyas, spoke in Sanskrit. They always spoke in Sanskrit. Whereas characters from other sections of society, such as soldiers, servants, women, and children, etc., spoke in the various Prakrit languages. So there are two languages, Sanskrit and Prakrit languages. Okay. So it's clear to you, right? Huh? So one of the unique, this is an important portion. You will be repeating again. Huh? One of the unique aspects of Sanskrit drama is its a bilingual nature. The protagonist, bilingual, dual nature, dual nature. It's bilingual nature. A person who can speak two languages. Huh? So it's bilingual nature. The protagonist means the main actor who always belong to the upper caste, such as Brahmins and the Kshatriyas. They always spoke in the Sanskrit language, whereas the characters from other sections of society, such as soldiers, servants, women, and children, they spoke in the various Prakrit languages. The stock characters encountered here, such as the Sutradhar, director, Naik, hero, Naiki, heroine, and Vidushaka. So, who are the usual characters in the story? Sutradhar, director. So, director will be the person who will be coming on the stage and telling this is going to happen and all such thing. Then you have the Naik, hero, Naiki, heroine, and the Vidushaka, just who just create fun and all such thing. Speak either in Sanskrit or Prakrit, depending on their caste, their class, their gender, and age. Such a linguistic construction of the play restricted the variety of people who could watch and enjoy it. So this is very, very important. Such a linguistic construction. What linguistic construction we are talking about? We are talking about we are talking about the people in the drama who speaking Sanskrit and the Prakrit languages. So because of this, the play restricted the variety of people who could watch and enjoy it. Not everyone could speak Sanskrit language and not everyone can understand the language Sanskrit. Right, you know that, right? So not everyone can speak Sanskrit and not everyone can understand Sanskrit. Because of that, Sanskrit dramas are not enjoyed by everyone. Sanskrit dramas were not enjoyed by everyone, not enjoyed by. So not everyone can watch it. Not everyone can appreciate it. So this is an important concept. Thus, the audience was mostly limited. So thus the audience was mostly limited to a refined circle of upper class. So it was mostly limited to a refined circle of upper caste, such as the royalty, aristocrats, Brahmins, and Kshatriyas, leading to a royal patronage. So the people who usually watch the Sanskrit drama were the aristocrats, the Brahmins, the Kshatriyas, all such high level people only watch Sanskrit drama. See, even the Natya Shastra, even the book which talks about the rules of drama, even the Natya Shastra states that, even the Natya Shastra states that the ideal spectators, so the spectators who are supposed to watch the drama should be educated and noblemen. They should be educated and should be noble. Usually means higher caste people. All four castes could watch a play as long as they were seated separately. All other caste people can watch the drama. But if you want to watch the drama, you have to sit separately and watch. You are not supposed to sit together with the higher caste people and watch. You're supposed to sit separately and watch. And because of this, the drama was not appreciated by everyone, not really seen by every people. It is no surprise that Sanskrit drama failed to be a people's drama. So this is the reason why Sanskrit drama is failed to be a people's drama. It is of no surprise that Sanskrit drama failed to be a people's drama, such as those in ancient Greece and medieval England. So in the medieval England and in the ancient Greece, there were dramas and it were all watched by a lot of people and they were appreciated and all such things were happening. But in Sanskrit drama, it was not happening like that. The reason was Sanskrit drama had the language Sanskrit and the Prakrit language, where Sanskrit drama is not spoken by all people and not everyone can understand or appreciate it. However, this is not to say no other form of drama existed or evolved in India out of the Sanskrit traditions. However, this is not to say no other form of drama existed or evolved in India outside of the Sanskrit tradition. So, apart from Sanskrit tradition, also there were dramas of other languages also evolved. Folk theater, so dramas kind of people would gather together in a village and kind of dramas will be performed there. So that may not be a Sanskrit drama, it could be different drama of that particular village, maybe of from Odisha, from Andhra. So in Andhra, at a particular region, people, the Telugu speaking people will be coming together and a drama is performed in Telugu language. All such things will happen at not now, long time back. So we cannot say it was only the Sanskrit drama or Sanskrit tradition was there. No, it was not the case. The dramas of other traditions were also there. Folk theatre and street plays, Nukat Natak, abound even now and are a testament to the vitality of contemporary Indian theatre. Another aspect that differentiates Sanskrit drama from its European counterpart is the composition of actors. So, another thing that differentiates Sanskrit drama from its European counterpart is the composition of actors. See, unlike the ban on female actors in European classical drama, the Sanskrit tradition did not have such prohibitions that required male actor to perform the role of female leads, and the drama could be performed by men alone, women alone, or a mix of both. See, what was happening was in the European classical drama, women were not allowed to perform the drama. Very easy, right? So in the European drama, women were not allowed to perform the drama. So who is to perform the character of a woman? Men will perform by putting all the makeups and all things. So unlike the ban on female actors in European classic drama, now what about Sanskrit? The Sanskritic tradition did not have such prohibitions. Did not have such prohibitions that required male actors to perform the role of female leads. So there the female has to perform the female, but here no problem. Female can act, male can act. And a drama could be performed by men alone, women alone, or a mix of both, depending on the plot. Despite its many unique characteristics, okay, so you understood that, right? So in the other, like the European tradition and all, the male has to perform the role of the female, but it is not the case of the Sanskrit drama. Despite its many unique characteristics, the major drawback of Sanskrit drama was its linguistic barrier as well as the strict adherence to the rules of dramaturgy that did not leave much space for individual imagination and experiments with the genre. This is again an important thing. So one of the major drawback of Sanskrit drama was its language because it can, it should be only like the language which was used in Sanskrit drama was the Sanskrit, and because that was one reason as came as a setback. And at the same time, it's a strict adherence to the rule of dramaturgy. What does the rule says? Did not leave much space for individual imagination and experiments with the genre. So you cannot bring out all your imaginations in the drama, and you cannot just do experiences with the genre. Whatever the genre and imagination, whatever the genre and the plot is there, you have to directly perform that. Its failure to transition into popular art because of the decline of Sanskrit as a living language led to the gradual disinterest in Sanskritist work. What is happening? Its failure to transition into popular art. So the Sanskrit drama did not become a popular art where everyone, people are watching and appreciate. It didn't become like that. Why? But the major reason was the decline of Sanskrit as a living language, because not at many places Sanskrit was sin speaking. Because even today, if you look, it was only being spoken by the Brahmin people or the higher caste people. No, it's not spoken by everyone. So the drama was also not being appreciated, and because of that, people got disinterested in Sanskritic work. See, when you write a drama, when you write a play, you will be writing in a language where more and more people can watch. Even the Malgudi days, it was many of the Malgudi days were written in the English language. Why? The reason was so that more people could watch and appreciate. Every author want to do that, right? Because they want their play to be read and appreciated. So people were not they didn't continue to write in the Sanskrit language because nobody was watching and nobody was even because no not the language is not used by so many people. However, Sanskrit plays are still being written and performed in India, but still there are people who keep their devotion to the language and they still write and perform. Who all are there? Like Manmohan Acharya, Arjuna Pradigna, these are his works. Arjuna Pradigna, Srida Kamalam, Pada Pallavam, Divya Jayadevam, Pingala, Mrityu, Stida Pranchana, Tandra Mahasakti, Purva Shagundalam, Uttara Shagundalam, and Ravana, Vidyadhar Shastri. Okay, that is Ravana. The next person is Vidyadhar Shastri. What are his works? Purnanandan, Kalidhainyam, and Durbala Bala, and Prufalla Kumar Mishra, Chitrangada, and Karana. That are a living testimony to the entrance of the genre. Sanskrit literature may have failed to become popular literature, but still it is studied in academia and seen as an important aspect of Indian culture and tradition. You know, Sanskrit literature may have failed to become popular literature, but it is still studied in academics and seen as an important aspect of Indian culture and tradition. Let us look at the classical Sanskrit dramatists of ancient times. So then we are going to look upon some of the Sanskritic playwrights. They are Bhasha, then Shudraga, Bhavbhuti. These three are the Kalidasa. These four are the main writers. So once these four writers are done, then that will be the end of the chapter. So we will be finishing the first chapter, and then there will be a small test paper. So maybe in maybe 1, 2, 3 class time we will be able to finish it, and then we will be able to finish the first chapter. Then we can move to the second chapter, which is Kalidasa and an overview. Third chapter and fourth chapter. Then this will be over. This will be over, and we will move to the next block. I think we'll move to the next block where we'll be studying different drama. This is all about Kalidasa Savijnana Shastra. Okay, that is enough for today. Yeah. So what you need to do is just